my friends, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. At the end of our last video, we did have another awkward cut mid-boss fight with the mega huge Whisper and his Whisper minions. It seems to be a fight of many phases, and I think I'm doing okay. I think it's a slow and steady wins the race sort of situation, but let's get back into it and see how it goes. Okay, so we're going to... Let's make him our focus, and then we'll focus thrust him.
Try this.
Maybe.
Steady.
He's so violent. Let's try that again. Focus thrust on this guy.
Don't overdo it.
Nope.
So it's my turn. Let me
Tifa.
handle this.
Oh, what is happening now? Dragon Whisper?
Let's do this.
Whisper Bahamut. Ooh, I recognize that name.
Together.
Umbral Strikes. Let's see, let's do Star Shower. Yeah.
Good luck.
Hang back.
There.
Aerith, why don't you Kira, Tifa, and thereby everybody.
A nice song, okay? Gotcha.
Oh, Mega Flare? That seems really bad. Well, let's not do that again. So who can I summon? I don't want to summon Ifrit. I'm thinking fire? And I'm not thinking fire, I'm thinking ice. But I need to get
Here goes. What the?
Tifa
I got you. You
up to where she can summon. Okay, summon Shiva.
We're counting on you.
Hopefully. Okay, so summon abilities. We have Heavenly Strike, conjure Great Glacier and bring it down upon an enemy's head. Significantly increases stagger. And then Icicle Impact deals ice damage to nearby enemies. Now let's go with Heavenly Strike on Whisper Bahamut.
I got this. Steady.
Aerith, you need to... Nope,
I'll
not
end
yet.
this.
Aerith, you need to heal us all again, please. Start with Cloud. No, start with yourself.
I'm waiting.
Keep it up.
Don't overdo it.
I'm coming.
Come on.
Bring it.
Summon abilities, Icicle Impact.
One more shot.
And then let's do Heavenly Strike.
Let me handle this. Well, that really sucked.
It did really suck, didn't it? Focus thrust on Bahamut.
Damn it!
Let's do abilities. We'll do Star Shower.
Here he comes! That's out for you! That's it!
Okay, so Tifa, do your limit break on... I don't know how you're gonna somersault on the Whisper Harbinger, but let's try it.
Giving it my all! Ah!
That's that.
Yeah, I don't know how that's doing anything. But let's get to Cloud and have him do the same thing. On Whisper Harbinger.
You're out of luck.
Barret, go for it!
Yes, Barret, go kill the bad guy.
Our fate is ours to shape.
We did it! Right.
Oh, did we? No,
Get him!
did we do it? I'm.
There! Let's go!
Mother.
Let's do focus thrust on. No, we didn't do it. He's not completely dead.
Damn!
See ya. That's that.
Abilities. Oh, do your Ray of Judgment on the bad guy.
I'll take care of you.
Enough. See ya.
Abilities focus thrust. He's still staggered.
Get him! You're gonna feel this one. Gotcha! Get him!
Steady.
Come on! You asked for it!
Ouch. So much ouch going on. Aerith, I'm gonna need you to heal again. Okay, so Cloud, go and do a Braver on Whisper Harbinger.
Brace yourself.
And then Aerith, I need you to heal. No, not that one. Kira, yourself, and then hopefully everybody else.
That's
That's a good
that.
one.
It's over.
Okay, that worked. And then Tifa.
Got your number!
Enough.
I don't.
It's over.
I don't feel like
That's
that's actually doing anything.
Enough.
Like at all.
Now's your chance!
Now is your chance. Yes.
I'm gonna show you what Avalanche is made of! Gotcha!
I think we're defeating.
Did we beat him? Think so.
Yeah, I think we're defeating one of the
Get
little
him.
ones at a time. And that's what's staggering him over and over again. We'll try True Strike. True Strike. Oh, not that.
That's that.
Try that again. No, let's do Star Shower on Harbinger.
It's over. Enough. Barret, now.
Ain't no stopping us now!
His unending limit breaks. Okay, Ray of Judgment. That should do it, right?
Get ready!
Abilities. Braver. No, let's do Focus Thrust.
One more shot!
And Ray of Judgment again.
Where are we?
No, you need to tell us.
I'm waiting, Cloud.
What the hell is this?
This is... Sephiroth.
Why do they always get the best abilities, the bad guys? I mean, seriously.
Let's finish this.
Fate is not to be taken lightly, Cloud.
Shut up!
No, let him speak. Maybe he'll explain what's going on. Yeah, I'm still not really fully understanding what's happening. What has been happening.
Come, Cloud.
Okay. Now let's assess. He's probably allergic to nothing.
Best do it right.
Sephiroth, unable to read. Unable to read. He's resistant to everything. Greater resistance to, I think that's a damage icon. So he's in God mode, basically. Am I just defending?
Beg
Yeah.
for forgiveness. Have we forgotten already?
Let's try focus source and see how this goes.
Come on.
The weakness within.
Triple slash, maybe?
Do you dream?
Let's finish this.
He's staggered and I got nothing. Wait, do I have a limit break? I do. Go, go, go! Go, go,
You're
go, quickly!
as good as dead.
And where are Cloud's friends? Like, why aren't they here with him? Like, I don't understand why he's fighting him alone. There we go.
Me?
Not really. He's tough.
Yeah, so what? Screw him.
Beg for forgiveness.
Aerith got sassy. I'm okay with that.
That it?
Okay, let's do triple slash again. That seemed to work really well.
It's on you.
So it's my turn? Get him!
Abilities. Let's do Ray of Judgment.
Why don't you lead the
My
way?
turn.
Triple slash again.
Ready?
That'll do. Let's do this.
one.
Now's our
Alright, Aerith.
chance.
Ready
You
or
need
not,
to-
here I come. This one's for you.
You need to heal us, please. But I guess I understand why they'd want Cloud to fight him alone. Like, it's very thematically like big bad guy against your hero character, but like they're right. All your friends are right there with you, so.
I'll take care of you. You've got this.
Taking over.
Focus thrust.
Try this. Let's finish this.
Limit break.
Going all out.
One more shot.
Tifa gonna show up? Because that'd be great. Or Barret. Or both. And Red. He's an angel wing? Like half a one? Well, that's bad.
Barret.
Better late than never.
Let's go.
Enjoy it.
Don't overdo it.
Here goes.
This one.
All right, watch and learn.
Stay back.
All right, maximum effort, please.
I'm counting on you.
So it's my turn?
Just gonna top off Barret. Keep ahead of the damage.
There. I won't let you down.
Guess it's my turn. Damn it!
Ah.
Bring it home.
My turn.
No, let's do focus thrust again.
Keep it together.
Here goes.
Abilities. Let's do a sorceress storm.
Can you take over for me?
Yeah, I'll do it. Oh, you in trouble now.
Mind backing off a bit?
And then maximum fury.
I'm counting
Taking
on
over.
you.
Stop it!
Kira on Aerith and everybody else.
No need to panic. Keep up the pressure, okay?
Now. Want some more?
This one's for you!
I think I'll summon
My turn.
Ifrit.
Oh, the memories.
He's human, right? Oh, I can't. Oh, it's not ready yet.
You scared of something?
Get him!
Do your thing.
Ifrit is so awesome. Okay, so. Oh, Barrett's not quite there yet. Let's
It's
see
on
what
you.
Barrett's-
I'll
Nope,
show you what
on
I
Barret.
can do.
Guess it's my turn.
One more shot!
Now we're ready. Radiant Plume on Sephiroth, please. We're just gonna burn them all, right?
This one's for you!
Okay, summon abilities. Radiant Plume again. Summon abilities. Radiant Plume again.
Beg for forgiveness.
Get him!
Let's try that one, see if it does any more. Oh, Barret. It's not. Ugh.
Bring it home.
Hang back. Keep it together.
I'll take care of him.
I actually want you to heal. Just keep everybody topped off, so Just in case.
Why don't you lead the way?
Yeah, I'll do it.
And Sephiroth is also defeated. And Tifa's here now too. Yay!
About time you showed.
We can do this. We can. We can change it. Make it right. Cloud!
Quickly.
Go!
Oh, Cloud.
Careful now. That which lies ahead does not yet exist.
Yeah, that's the future. That's how that works, right?
Our world will become a part of it one day, but I will not end.
A part of what?
Nor will I have you end.
This is...
The edge of creation. Cloud, lend me your strength. Let us defy destiny together.
Never.
It almost seems like Sephiroth is just humoring Cloud. See that smirk? Like, yeah, whatever, kid.
Not yet. "7 seconds till the end. Time enough for you, perhaps. But what will you do with it? Let's see."
Huh? I don't understand. I don't understand.
Mr. Vice President.
He's probably Mr. President now, though, right?
Mr. President.
There you go.
That's right.
He's groaning. It's the best. Why is he laughing? I don't understand. Oh, this guy. Zach, right?
Wait. Was that all of them? Hey, Cloud. Do you see that?
Here.
Thank you.
Sector 7 plate recovery area, maybe? Oh, yeah, it is. Seventh Heaven. I mean, the sparkling's pretty, but what does it mean? How is Biggs alive? It's Marlene. She's still so cute.
Marlene!
Coming!
At least Marlene's okay, right?
Daddy?
Marlene! I'll come back.
From where? Where are you guys? You can't come back.
So, what now?
You don't know, or you're not telling us. Which is it?
Sephiroth. As long as he's still out there. I
thought you beat him.
We can. We will. Count me in.
If it's to be a hunt, you could use a nose like mine.
I'm in too. Bastard wants to destroy the whole planet, doesn't he? An enemy of hers is an enemy of Avalanche.
Almost there, Cloud. We're almost there.
I miss it. The steel sky.
I would be lost, drifting alone, floating up high, time after time.
Well, that's the end of part 1, I guess. I am fully aware that Square Enix announced more sequels to this game. I don't remember if it's 2 or 3. I haven't watched anything on it. It's from what I've seen in the comments that you guys have mentioned and picked up by skimming an article here and there, or more likely a tweet here and there. But what, 2, 3, and 4, I think. So that could be like, that's a long time from now that this is fully going to get explained and finished up, which I understand on multiple reasons why they probably broke it up. It probably took a lot of effort to like do a full remaster like this one is, because it's not just, from what I understand it, from what you guys have mentioned, that they added in stuff that wasn't there to begin with, like side quests, which some people may not be interested in, but I love side quests. I like it if it would do more world building, but that's something I feel like this game lacked a lot of, for me anyway, coming into it, not having played the original one, but I'll get to that in a minute. But I imagine the effort to do part 1 was pretty extensive because it's a visual remake in addition to the story, and I imagine also the gameplay as well. And I get that that's a lot of time and effort. So doing it in multiple parts does make sense. It also makes sense monetarily because they can make more money off of multiple parts. I'm not going to not understand that because they are in the business of making money. That's how that works. But to be honest, I will probably wait until all of them have released before I play it again, because I didn't read the instructions very well and thought the intergrade version was the complete version of the game, which it is not, obviously. I know I've got like this DLC intermission intergrade thing to do still, but I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, the game's over. And I gotta say, I am so confused. I do not understand at all what is happening. To some parts I do. Like the Shinra storyline, I understand. They use the Mako to maintain power. They're like an evil corporation company oppressing the people of Midgar. They want Aerith to take them to this alleged promised land so that they can siphon off more Mako so they can become more powerful and more oppressive and more like a, I don't know, totalitarian regime or something crazy like that. I understand that to a certain extent. I understand to a certain extent Hojo and Jenova, and she was like from what I understand, Jenova was the being that was the meteor that wiped out the ancients. That's what I kind of picked up from the storyline. Not specifically said, I don't think, but like that's what I kind of inferred. And he then used Jenova to perform all these evil experiments on creatures and also on soldiers, I think. I want to understand more of like what happened to Cloud during these experiments and why he stopped being a soldier. I wish there was more to his backstory, but again, I'll get to that in a minute. But I understand, I don't know why he was cackling at the end, because Jenova escaped, or was it around? She's defeated, maybe defeated. I'm not really sure, because when you defeat a bad guy, they don't seem to die. Everybody has plot armor, it seems like, and it's a little frustrating. So then I also have this, what is it? The Sephiroth smoke monster whispers, like, did Sephiroth summon or create the whispers to like change destiny because he didn't like how destiny was going? And like the smoke monsters whispers, I'm going to call them smoke monsters. Smoke monsters are trying to prevent people from changing what somebody has determined is destiny. Is that somebody Sephiroth? Or is, I'm confused on that part. And then he needs Cloud to help him, and I'm not clear on that. And then it also seems to be like there's this thing with like Zack, who kind of looks like Cloud, but isn't Cloud because he's helping Cloud at the very end. He's carrying him off to somewhere, and I'm not I'm not sure. Like, I'm going alternate universe, alternate reality, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. I know I'm Doctor Who referencing a lot in this game in BioShock, I think, as well, oddly enough. But like, it's just, it doesn't really make sense. And I'm really hoping that like the next installments make it make sense. Cause right now I'm just like, what? I don't get it. And I know some of you have mentioned that if I'd played the original game, it would make more sense. But I shouldn't have to play an original game for a remake to make sense. I am definitely a believer that I shouldn't have to do research outside of a game to be able to play a game. You can play Witcher 3 and not have played the previous two and totally get what's going on, you know? You can play any BioShock game and probably understand it. You can play any Dragon Age game and totally get it, I think. The Mass Effect series, you could probably play it. I think it explains enough, but like that I feel like that one and Dragon Age series are a little bit more meant that you're supposed to import your decisions because it's a decision-making game. But like, still, you could totally play. I'm not sure about Mass Effect, but you play Dragon Age Inquisition and the game would catch you up. It would be built in to catch you up on like what's happening. I don't feel like that happened much here. And that's kind of my problem. I feel like there was limited world building. I have no exposure to the Final Fantasy universe. And I feel like there are multiple universes because, like I said, the only game I've played in this, I don't want to call it a game series, but in this genre has been FF14, and it is not the same storyline at all. And even then, like I've had to stop playing again. So I'm only through a certain section of it, so I haven't finished it, so I don't know how much of that overlaps. I can't imagine it overlaps at all because it's so different, which is fine. But anyway, the point is that me coming into this, not even play the original game, I'm completely lost. I wish there was more world building. I wish there was more exposition. I wish there was more dialogue. I wish there was more information so that I understood the relationships of everybody. Like, I wish I had more dialogue between Cloud and Tifa to explain their childhood growing up, like how Sephiroth impacted them, because on one hand, it seemed like Tifa was telling Cloud to go off and be a soldier, but promise she'll always come back if I need you. But then at the same time, like, she was mad that he left. But I don't know if I'm misremembering, but like, I don't know. I just feel like there was a lot of gaps that never really got filled in. And maybe they will, but I don't see how. This game didn't have that world building aspect of it. Like, I was dying for a codex to explain everything to me. And that didn't happen. And I don't know. It's not a bad story. It's just, I feel like poorly explained and obviously incomplete. It's incomplete to me because I don't know what's happening. Now, I could play the original game. I'll be honest, I'm not going to, but I shouldn't have to play the original game. I still feel like that's my point, is that I shouldn't have to play the original game to understand what a remake is getting at. A remake should be able to incorporate enough information into the game for you to be able to understand what's going on. Now, granted, if I play this multiple times, maybe I'll pick up on the subtle innuendos or, passing comments that mean more than they actually mean on the first play around. Like, one of you mentioned that Cloud's doing this escort Aerith to somewhere, or Aerith's escorting Cloud to somewhere. Apparently she wanted to take Cloud the long way because she wanted to spend more time with him and be romantic with him. Did not pick up on that in the slightest. So that's something that needed to be more fleshed out to me anyway. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm making my point very well, but my point is that I feel like the story, even for this part of it, I feel like it didn't do enough for a new player into this game. And that's me. I feel like it was very confusing. and even like I'm always joking that I have questions, but like here I'm like, I seriously don't. It was a lot and none of it made any sense to me. I mean, it's made somewhat sense, but not in the big scheme of things. I feel like it was just very much lacking in explaining everything. Like Sephiroth wants to destroy Midgar to change destiny. Like what is his like, maybe maybe in the next few installments they'll explain it better. That's my hope. Maybe this intermission integrate thing will explain it more, but I don't know. So I think that's enough on the story. Let me switch gears to talk about the characters, because I did like the characters in the game. I did like Cloud. I liked his, antisocialness, his awkwardness around people. I feel like a lot of people can actually relate to that. This is an extreme version of it, but I liked it. I thought Tifa was great, like the best friend who could become the girlfriend, but may not become the girlfriend, but either way, your best friend is cool. Aerith was really annoying at first, but she totally grew on me, and I feel like she got better. She got way more sassy at the end, which was amazing. And same with Barret. He was, I don't want to say annoying, but he was more like, Barret at first, and then he became better. Still question his parenting abilities when it comes to Marlene, but that's just me nitpicking at this point. I liked Biggs and Wedge and Jesse. I thought Wedge was just hilarious and his thumbs upping everybody. I liked all the little side characters, like Don Corneo. He made it so easy to dislike that guy. Heidegger with his growling. President Shinra was that, fed into that stereotype of like the evil corporate overlord quite well. I liked all the characters. I just wish there was an opportunity to talk to, like, I guess it's coming from an RPG aspect that I like, where I can talk to people more. And I didn't get that, where I could ask everybody questions and again, do some world building, have some more backstory. Like I had lots of questions I wanted to ask everybody. And I felt like that wasn't an opportunity. And I don't know if that's Final Fantasy and that's just how it works, or if they just didn't do that in this game because reasons. Yeah, that's something I wish there was more of, just more talking amongst each other. Because I feel like there was a lot less, to me, and this leads into my next section, which is talking about combat. I feel like there was way more combat than there was story and dialogue. And now that's maybe because I was playing on normal and I'm new to the combat system and was figuring it out, and my boss battles tended to take 20 minutes instead of 5 minutes. And I noticed at the end because at one point, I think I was fighting President Shinra's kid, whose name I can't remember because he was introduced too late in the story, Mr. Formerly Vice President. But anyway, I switched that boss fight down to easy and I left it there for the rest of the game. And the combat and the momentum of the game was definitely a lot faster. And I think that moving forward, especially, I'm going to try it with the intermission. I'm going to leave it on easy just to see if that kind of keeps the momentum going for the story with me, because I feel like I just got bogged down so much in combat that I would kind of not necessarily forget where I was, but lose the sense of urgency of moving on. I feel like I spent one whole video climbing up ladders and fighting ads to get to the Shinra building, which was it's fine, but it was not very, like, I lost that sense of urgency of like, oh my gosh, we need to get to Shinra and we need to stop them and we need to rescue Aerith. And it was more like, all right, we'll get there eventually, like me being slow already with the combat taking that much longer, because I'm not, A, it's my first time with it and I'm not the best at it. B, I don't do the whole min-maxing thing. I know one of you mentioned that, you should grind to a certain level. I'm not going to do that. You should grind out all of your materia. Not going to do that. Apparently there was a way to go and get a leveled up version of limit breaks, and I found out about that way later, but you had to grind out combat. I'm not going to do that. I find that unfun, and that's just my preference. The point I'm trying to very poorly make is I think I'm going to probably bump this down and keep it on easy in the intermission to see if that helps keep the story moving along a little bit at a better pace for me, so that I don't get so bogged down in combat to where I feel like I'm spending 40 minutes on combat and 5 minutes of story. Because I feel like that's where I was getting to a lot. And to me, that's not interesting. And it really slows down the story, and I feel like I lost a sense of urgency when it came to what was happening in the story. I think that's what I'm trying to say very poorly. So, and I'm fine with that. You know, I don't play games for the combat. I play games for the story. I'm always on the hunt for a good story, and you know, as long as the combat can be great and fun. Like I have had lots of fun in like The Witcher, Dragon Age Origins and 2 especially, and then also Mass Effect. I feel like the combat with Mass Effect I got better with over the course of the game, and I feel like I got better with the combat over this course of the game. It's not my first time having group combat. I had that a lot in the Dragon Age series. I prefer the setup in the Dragon Age series a lot more, where I have the ability to set up an AI system, you know, for certain like parameters of like attack this creature based off of XYZ parameters or heal based off XYZ parameters. I really liked that setup because then I got to stay my character. And I didn't get to do that here. Like I had to bounce around to like Aerith and Tifa and Barret instead of just being Cloud, because that's who you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be Cloud. And I feel like I also had a problem with that I had more fun not playing as Cloud, because I felt like Tifa was super fun to play. Aerith, once I got used to her healing, was also kind of fun to play. Barret was super fun to play. I like playing ranged characters, though. That's my preference. The group combat situation and all the materia was fine, but I feel like it's definitely meant for people who love to do that, like min-maxing and grinding out this to become like your perfect god mode and your perfect playthrough and your perfect builds and this and that. And that's not me. That's okay if it's not meant for me. Combat to me in story-based games is something that I don't want to say get through, because that means I'm being tortured through it, but it's something where I just need to get through it. And a lot of times getting through it is fun. And times like this, the getting through of the combat is less fun. All right, I think I've covered enough on combat. Something else I do want to mention is the music in this game and how much I loved it. It just fits so well with the combat, with the dialogue, with all the scene changes, with the car chases or the motorcycle chases and everything. I just feel like it was very movie-like, and that it just fits so well with what was going on. And not every video game does that, but this one I feel like that's something Final Fantasy does, though, is that they spend some quality time making sure the music is above and beyond and fits so well with whatever is going on your screen at any given moment. So I did want to say how much I really, really enjoyed that part of the game. Let's see, I normally also talk about bugs. I only had one freeze from the Chocobo, and that was fine. That was the only time I ever had any problems. There was some kind of like audio pops and video like clicks, you know, where you kind of like, it's a stagger, and that like happened I think in this video every so often, but I think that has to do more with like those big epic cutscenes that they're building into, because I could definitely tell where this last set of cutscenes, especially with Cloud and Barret and Tifa and Aerith, they kind of bumped up the graphics and the realism of how everybody looked a whole bunch more than they had like in your just day-to-day moment of the game. And that leads into graphics, which is, it was beautiful. Like this world and how everybody looked and the realism of it, it was gorgeous. It was so beautiful to look at. And you can tell they sunk so much time and money and effort and love into making this game look the way that it did. And I can 1000% appreciate that. So I think I've covered everything that I normally cover when I finish up games. I do have to say, I despite how I sound, I did not hate this game. I would not say that I loved this game, but I did not hate it. It's okay. I'm glad I had the exposure to it. I, again, am still slapping myself a little bit because it's not complete. And I didn't read everything properly, and I thought it was. But it's okay. I imagine I will play this game again when it is fully complete, so that I only have to do one more purchase, because this was a $70 game. And that's a chunk of change for like part 1 of 4, I think is the latest that I read, but I could be wrong with that. So I think I won't probably play this again until it's completely done. And then I imagine what will happen is that, because that's going to be years and years from now, but I imagine what will happen is I'll play through it from start to finish, and hopefully it will make more sense. I do feel kind of compelled to go online and try to see if there's an explanation video, but at the same time, I don't want to, because I'm afraid of lots of spoilers. So I'll probably err on the side of caution and not watch anything. But yeah, I guess that's my plan for for the future of Final Fantasy VII anyway. I am going to play the intermission next, starting tomorrow. So I am going to do that. And I'm hoping that will maybe explain some more information onto what happened. I feel like I'm getting my hopes up and they will be crushed, but I can try. Maybe it'll help, but we'll start that tomorrow and see where that takes me. I do, as always, want to thank you all so very much for coming along with me on my first Final Fantasy journey. I appreciate all of your views, all of your tips, all of your encouragement, all of your quasi explanations on what I'm not understanding very well. I haven't been able to keep up with my comments as much as I would have liked to due to my summer work schedule. It's been a little crazier than normal, which, you know, it is what it is at this point, but I have been reading them. I just haven't been always able to respond back to them as much as I would have liked. But I do want you to know I do genuinely appreciate all the help and assistance that you have provided me. And I hope, as normal, you will continue along with me on my intermission journey of the Final Fantasy VII Remake portion of the game and my games in the future. So now I feel like I'm officially rambling, so let's get wrapped up for today. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Final Fantasy VII video.